Back when he was starting out, you would not be able to convince me that Ryan Preece would eventually be not only relevant, but competitive. Over the past few years, we've seen a pretty fascinating example of a driver resurgence that's not really like others. That being Ryan Preece. He first started out with JTG Doherty Racing, now Hayek Motorsports, went down to the Truck Series, came back to the Cup Series of Stewart-Haas Racing, then jumped ship to Roush Fenway Keselowski when Stewart-Haas Racing finally broke down. And in less than half the races into the 2025 season, Preece has already had a career season. So let's dive a little further into why I think Ryan Preece is Put simply, Ryan Preece is not on the same caliber as Kyle Larson or Christopher Bell. His career certainly didn't have the same kind of prowess or even stability the first few years. While Larson sat comfortably in the Chip Ganassi Racing 42 before switching to the Hendrick 5 and making headlines on an hourly basis, and Christopher Bell did a season with Levine Family Racing in the 95 before moving to the Joe Gibbs Racing 20 after Eric Jones head out and also found instant success, Ryan Preece spent his first 3 seasons with JTG Doherty Motorsports, driving their 47 car. This year was such an inconsequential year regarding rookies that Preece lost the 2019 Rookie of the Year battle to Daniel Hemrick, who only needed to finish 25th to win it. After that, Preece moved to JTG's 37 car to make room for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who would later bring the 47 to new heights, but that's a separate episode. After 2021, JTG dropped down to just fielding 1 car, axing the 37 and leaving Preece with nothing to do but move down to the Truck Series for 2022. In his few starts, he finished no worse than 11th, including a win at Nashville, which I was actually there for. This prompted Tony Stewart to sign Preece to drive the 41 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, following Cole Custer's drop back down to the Xfinity Series, and Preece's Daytona crash pretty much sums up how Stewart-Haas as a whole performed in 2023.
Ow! Oh! Ow! No!
Despite their first season together being dog shit, Preece remained with SHR for 2024, which would ultimately be the team's final season. Despite the 41 staying afterwards as Gene Haas picked up what little he could of the team to rebrand the Haas Factory team, Ryan Preece departed along with the other drivers, a once unified, fledgling team now scattered like ashes in the wind. Will the combination of Josh Berry, Noah Gragson, Chase Briscoe, and Ryan Preece ever reunite in any capacity? Who knows? Of those 4 drivers, Ryan Preece was the last to get a deal made for 2025. A charter loan from Rick Ware Racing to Roush Fenway Keselowski provided Preece the big break he needed. Both of his previous rides collapsed due to downsizing, and given the recent resurgence of Jack Roush's race team thanks to Brad Keselowski, Ryan Preece signed on to drive their brand new 60 car. Though, if you ask me, they should have brought back their 97. We're at the 2025 All-Star race now, and so far, Ryan Preece has exceeded the expectations put on him by driving cars with their GPSs set to Implosion Boulevard. RFK has made a monumental comeback, and now Preece gets to be a part of it. So far in 2025, he has 1 stage win and 4 top 10s, which would have been 5 if it weren't for a disqualification violating a 2nd place finish at Talladega, and is en route to potentially score a Cup Series playoff spot for the very first time. Prior to the Roush signing, you'd be hard-pressed to think anything of Ryan Preece, and some people probably had their doubts even after the signing. But when the news broke out that he was joining Roush, I decided to give him the benefit of the doubt. And so far, Ryan Preece has not disappointed. Keep an eye out for the 60 car. You just might see it in victory lane. Take care, y'all. Ace Delta 12 out.